we have a name for the show yet?
Fuck, we messed up.
This is episode 2 and we still don't have it. This is the Artechoke Not show.
The Artechoke Not a show. I think we might have to go Artechoke Not a show.
It's very good.
The Artechoke Not a show. Okay. And I think we'll just assume that we're live at this point.
We're live?
Yeah, we're live. The Artechoke Not a show.
All right, this is
Welcome
us.
to the Artechoke Not a show. And we're in good shape.
That's good.
We're not a show. And that's pretty good. So it's episode 2. We're going pretty well. Dose. So if you're tuning in for the first time, what we do is we riff on jiu-jitsu culture, jiu-jitsu news, and jiu-jitsu technique. I'm never quite sure where it's going to go because we always have some drinks and we're having a good time enjoying jiu-jitsu. Speaking of drinks, what are you guys drinking? Start with you, Nick. What do you got?
Oh, well, I'm going with the classic Dos Equis. Dos Equis.
So how did you try Dos Equis? Like, what got you into Dos Equis? You're the only person I've ever met that like drinks it as like their beer.
I don't know. I just had one.
When did you have one?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That should be.
I got a bad story. Sorry, guys.
Right. What are you drinking, Mike?
Well, do you want to hear Nick's story about how he started drinking Dos Equis? We could make one. He doesn't even need to be here for this. It was a long time ago when Nick was working for the cartels.
In Mexico? Yeah. Were you training jiu-jitsu in Mexico?
A few times.
Okay. What are you drinking, Mike? You have a Dos Equis now.
Yeah, I have a
What did you pull up earlier?
Southern Tier 2X Stout is on deck.
What is that?
I don't even care. Double milk stout.
What is a milk stout?
It contains lactose sugars, just in case you were worried about me.
That's weird to me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm having a Mackenzie's Black Cherry Hard Cider, which is the best cider on the planet.
Are you sure?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. It's like, it's the closest to beer I can get.
Better than the Woodchuck?
It's better than Woodchuck.
Really?
It's better than Woodchuck. It's better than Angry Orchard.
I just like Woodchuck because it got that cute little guy.
It does
in there,
have a cute little
and
Woodchuck
I like
on
it.
it. Yeah. But it's absolutely delicious. So I can't drink gluten, any gluten in it. So this is my jam. So episode 2 of the Artechoke Not a Show, and we're gonna talk about some jiu-jitsu news. Is there anything on the top of your minds that you guys want to get to? Or you want me to steer the ship here?
Steer.
I will steer the ship.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So the first thing I wanted to bring up was Scramble. You guys familiar with Scramble?
Yes.
They just released a new gi, the Reverse Rebel. So I want to show this to you guys. We're friends with Scramble at Artechoke. Quit malfunction. We're friends with Scramble at Artechoke. So I wanted you guys to react to this new gi. Pass that around. Take a look at that. What I really wanted to talk about though.
Is it just this one at the top?
Yeah, that one at the top.
Okay.
Because they had done the Rebel before. So I'm big fans of Scramble because they always seem to try to do new things, and they're not paying us to talk about them this way, by the way. But I wanted to use that as a...
That's cool.
Yeah, right? It's different. I want to use that as a springboard, though, to talk about all the companies that are trying to get into jiu-jitsu and your reactions to that. Is the market oversaturated at this point? Is there more room for unique products in the market? Have we kind of reached our cap for what the jiu-jitsu can handle in terms of new gis? New products in general? You want to keep looking at it?
One more.
Okay, take another look.
I feel like you can kind of get a sense by trying to find a gi to purchase that everybody's trying to get a piece of the pie right now a little bit. There's some questionable ones.
It's
I'd
all
say.
over, man. When Matt Kirtley, who's one of the partners of Artechoke, he runs a gi survey every few years. And what he basically found in the last survey is that statistically, there's no variation in quality in the top 10 gi brands. Because most of them are being made in the same factory in Pakistan anyways.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
The design, I'm all for different companies. The design to me is what sells it. You know what I mean? I want your logo. I want to see a cool logo. And I used to be into like super fancy, like cool gis. Like, oh man, this is an awesome color. Like, I think lately I've just been into like white, blue.
You've been doing like the inverted gis lately.
Yeah.
Little panda bears.
Yeah.
You've been
I love
rocking
the
those a lot.
pandas just because they're cute and, they got little pandas on them and that's my style. Like, I feel like it's a little nerdy.
You're a little
company,
panda? Who's that?
Yeah, just a little panda, they're cute and cuddly and you don't expect them to be attacking you.
So Nick's style is cute and cuddly.
Can we get panda ears for him next show?
Panda ears?
Yeah,
we could probably do that.
I'd wear panda ears.
Panda
You
suit.
can call
Whole
Nelson,
panda.
yeah.
I'm ordering
the
it.
little kids in the
Get that up on
class,
Amazon.
They call me the Panda Man.
Did they really?
Yeah, they said Panda Man, and that's how they greet me.
Every Saturday, Nick helps our instructor with the kids class, and our instructor always says it's because he's their size. So that's why they like him. When they really do just dogpile him every Saturday, it's pretty amazing. So Nick has a cute and cuddly style. What is your gi style?
Oh, mine are terrible. Mine are wear them till they rip in half, and then maybe get a friend who also does jiu-jitsu to sew them back together till they rip apart.
That's like the metal style. You know what
It's
I mean?
like grunge rock meets
punk rock jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Well, even when you do no-gi, you have like the rash guards with no sleeves on them.
Yeah. You gotta roll. You gotta wear
Cobra Kai no-gi.
Yeah, you gotta wear spats with shorts and no sleeves. That's the way to go.
It doesn't make
Tough
any
guy
sense.
jiu-jitsu.
It doesn't make any
Tough
sense.
guy jiu-jitsu.
Metal.
That's don't armbar me because I suck at armbar defense. Jiu-jitsu. That's what I call that.
You're getting the sweat out.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
2 episodes in a row.
That's good.
2 episodes in a row.
You better spill something on yourself every time.
I'm trying to
That's your
handle the
thing.
show. Listen, it's my thing. You guys try to steer the ship and drink. I need a cup holder is what I need.
I don't think
You
we're
looked at
getting
your
them.
wife like she should be holding your cup.
I did not. Don't do that. Don't do that, Mike. You want to have an episode 3? You want to have episode 3?
I guess.
You
Sorry.
don't want to be in this room.
So in terms of innovation for jiu-jitsu products, what sort of room is left? Is there room left for innovation?
Probably something that involves inflation, like the Nike pump or the Reebok. Reebok pump's coming back.
For a second, I thought you were going to be serious. Excuse me, we need to pump up.
Pump up my
But
gi,
seriously,
pump
though,
up my
how
belt.
do you feel about the different colors? That has different colored pants on it, and it has a different colored collar. What do you think about that?
How do I feel personally?
Yeah, does it bother you? Would you wear it?
I can't wear anything but a white gi.
Right.
Like, that's just it. Like, I don't know, whatever reason. Like, I tried a blue gi on one time. It just felt wrong. So every gi I've ever owned has been white.
Right.
White. And even then, they've been, like, really plain gis. The fanciest gi I have is a Gallicodo. I can't remember the name of it, but it has, like, a dragon down the back.
Right.
And that's, like, it's not a lot, but it's still flashy, and it's a little too flashy for me. That's just how I am, though. I don't like people to really pay attention to me too much when I'm on the mat. So, like, when Lucky Gis were, like, the thing,
Yeah.
I never understood the appeal to roll in with, like, embroidery all over and, like, funny little sayings in your sleeve. And, like, I never wanted that attention, so I never understood why people did. But, I mean, it looks slick.
They should sew escapes into the sleeves. So if you're like stuck in an armbar, you can be like hitchhiker asshole. Something like
Like the quarterback sleeve?
Yeah,
We're going
exactly.
with play 22.
Yeah.
That's actually funny. That'd be a good gi. That'd be a good gi.
So there you go, Scramble. There's your next one.
Scramble.
Jump on it.
Well, Scramble's doing cool stuff with licensing, and I feel like they're building towards something bigger than, like, they licensed the Warriors, like that classic movie, The Warriors.
Oh, really?
They licensed the Warriors rash guard.
That's pretty cool.
I think they licensed Godfather stuff too. They announced that recently. So that's some cool innovation. Origin's doing the Made in USA thing, which is cool. They're like buying looms and shit. Like they've got like all kinds of old school factory equipment now, like suck your arm in, lose half your body kind of factory equipment. Like so that kind of innovation is cool.
It's also good armbar
I think there's
defense.
something for everybody now at this point. You know what I mean? It's
just hard.
many
It's
companies.
hard to find. It's hard to know what company's good, right? It's hard to know what's gonna fit right, and it's like that's a really crappy trial and error thing to play. Like it's just a bummer. Like I hate buying gis online for that reason because I have no idea what I'm getting. So like Gallicodo and Scramble, like I know those guys. I can be like, listen, this is how wide my thigh is. Like I give like all the specs, so I can try to get the right gi. And sometimes even then it doesn't work out right, just because people are different shapes. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
So, are you a brand person? Would you prefer to wear the same type of gi every day, every class, or does it matter to you? Would you wear something different?
I like wearing stuff to support the people I know that are doing good things in the sport. But beyond that, I really don't care what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Like, as long as it fits okay and my pants aren't falling off every 30 seconds.
You wouldn't care if it had stripes on it. You look like
No, I would care about that.
That
It's
would
got to be white. It's got to be plain white and not flashy. But beyond that, like, most of the gis I own are gameness just because that's what's sold at our gym.
Yeah.
And when they do a special, I'm like, give me 4. So I don't ever have to buy another one for a long time.
you're wearing 6 years ago model.
Yeah, basically with like the really tacky like big pit bull on it, right? You know, you remember when that was a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Like just pit bulls on everything. It's like,
What was that, Red
Jesus
Dog?
Christ.
Was that Red?
Oh, Red Dog was a thing
Is
for
that
a
the
long
one with the
time.
pit bull?
Red Dog had a pit bull. Well, Gameness had a pit bull.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody had pit bulls for a long time.
Or if you go back in time to Red Dog beer, that was a bulldog.
But Red Dog was sponsoring fight. Yeah, was it a beer and a fight
you
company?
guys are into these
How
tough animals. I still
How
stick
does
to the
that work?
pandas.
We didn't choose the pit bulls. It was just thrust upon us by, I guess,
By
Brazilians.
the 400 pit bull nicknamed MMA fighters that are in existence.
Yeah, you're right. There's a ton of them. They're going away though. They're fading out.
You think?
They're fading out. I hope
Just
so.
wait. Wait
Okay,
for the
see.
second round.
It's a different breed. Is like the
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rottweiler.
Wait till Brindle pit bull comes out.
brindle. It doesn't have the same.
No,
vibe.
yeah, I guess not.
All right, so jiu-jitsu gear. That's good enough on that.
I like what Scramble's doing because that makes me look like the shitty mismatch gis that I always wear. Makes it look like I'm in style because Scramble's doing it. I mean, what can I ask for?
I
Thanks,
don't know.
thanks, Scramble. Send me as many as you want.
I don't know if that's what they were going for. I don't think that's what they were going for. Okay. All right. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys have news you want to share? Or am I still steering the ship? Can you hold my beer so I don't spill it while we talk about this?
Yeah, twice in one show would be a little much.
Twice in one show? Yeah. My pants are all sticky. I don't like to wash my jeans. I'll smell like cider next time. I do wash my jeans. So recently in Jiu-Jitsu Magazine, and I lost the article here. If you haven't checked out this issue, it's definitely worth checking out. At least check out the website. I published an article on... don't fly.
Back a page.
Yeah, it's back a page. On pacifism in jiu-jitsu. So to catch you guys up, if you haven't read it, the basic argument is that in general, you want to give me this back? Thank you. In general, I feel like we as a sport are still kind of stuck in the 1990s of jiu-jitsu having to prove itself in self-defense situations. So we get weirdly excited when someone gets in a fight. And then there's also kind of this strange macho idea of like not backing down from a fight or seeking out a fight, like those honor fights we used to see, like every Gracie in like tight sparkly shorts on the beach getting in fights, right? Like those grainy VHS tapes. I feel like some of that still persists in our culture. So I wanted to ask you if you felt like that was okay, if you have an opinion on it, if you're not sure what I'm talking about. Where do you stand on us being obsessed with actual fights?
Well, us being obsessed with actual fights. I don't know. I think the less you sort of promote the tough guy image, the better. I think that the sort of laid back style where you're not out there looking to harm anybody, like, yeah, it's cool that you do jiu-jitsu and you want to wear a t-shirt, whatever. Okay, that's cool, but I don't like the tough guy image of bullying others or picking on people. I think it's more, stay with what you know and just be confident in yourself that you don't have to go into those situations. But then again, if it would arise, maybe since you're around, you can help break it up. You know what I mean? You can be there with confidence.
Yeah, because what inspired it was this video, actually.
Is it the one with the guy in the gym?
Yeah, in the basketball game.
Yeah.
You remember this? Have you seen this, Mike?
Yeah, I did see this.
So we'll let this play for the people at home that haven't seen it. So basically, these two get in an argument, and eventually they end up in
50-50
guard.
right?
And everybody was like super excited that 50-50 guard was used in a street fight. Like that was like all the comments. And it took, in my opinion, a depressingly long amount of time for someone to have been like, yeah, he could have just left the gym and not had to fight this guy.
Yeah.
Or could we also put into the fact that if you're in 50-50 guard in a bar fight and all of their friends are also there, that you probably aren't going to be walking out of the bar.
Right. Well, you sound like every like anti-jiu-jitsu forum post ever, right? Ooh, if you have friends around.
But wait. Mike said if you're in any position and you win, then
That was last
then you're
episode.
That was last.
Call back.
So
Call
Mike,
back last
if he
episode.
hits that heel hook,
Despite his
did he
friends
win?
being
He
around.
gets that point. That's 1 for 1.
What if his friend is what if the guy who's in the
Punts him
heel
in the
hook is
head.
punting him in the head repeatedly
But
as he's trying to do a heel hook?
Well, then it's like 1 against 4.
Then it's
so
like-
he won the 1 for 1, and then the other 4 kicked his butt because he couldn't escape 50-50. He was
So did you win or lose?
no one escaped.
Did you win or lose?
Well, you won against the guy you heel hooked.
Right.
If you remember winning.
It's on World Star Hip Hop. I mean, it's,
Yeah, that's true.
you're gonna remember.
There will be at least one World Star yell while you're being punted.
World
It's true.
World.
So what do you think, Mike, about the tough guy?
I'm not a tough guy whatsoever.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't really.
I'm kind of surprised to hear you say that. I mean to stereotype you.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I wouldn't say that I'm a tough guy. I try to stay humble, but if somebody wants to beat my ass, I kind of welcome it. I think it's fun. I think I learn from that pressure. Learn from that guy that's in the gym that maybe is the guy that's spazzing hard, that maybe is the person who's, the new guy that's kind of raging a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then when you get called upon, like, hey, here you go. There's kind of that always unwritten law.
The enforcer.
Not even the enforcer. I don't even like to be the enforcer. I like to be the guy that sits in the mushroom cloud. I like to just float around in the destruction.
Yeah, he doesn't want to know.
Oh, am I the enforcer? Damn it!
whenever there's that guy is like thrashing the new people, and it's like, Mike, go take care of this. You're an enforcer.
Oh,
like Mike.
Well, it's fun. It's
why
fun.
don't you go down there with Mike in the corner? You don't even look scary.
Yeah.
Just you're fine.
He's wearing that cut up gi. It's all shredded and stuff. It's in style.
That sleeveless gi.
He's
I look
part
like
of an
Johnny.
inner city outreach program.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of I welcome it. I love that moment of chaos. I think I kind of like.
So this is how you're gonna know I'm not a tough guy.
Whoops.
Well, you're
I didn't spill it.
You almost even the score.
Almost.
This is how you're gonna know I'm not a tough guy. There's a poet. His name's Taylor Mawley, and one of the lines of his pieces says, "I have a policy about honesty and ass kicking. If you ask for it, I have to give it to you." So, I guess that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I mean, if the toughest guy in the gym wants to beat my ass, I will welcome it so I know where the holes are in my game.
In the gym, right? Let's say you're at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
How does that mentality change?
I think I'm always looking to diffuse a situation before instigating it, which is definitely different than I was younger years, maybe just turning into drinking and going out to the clubs. I welcomed street fights.
He welcomed trouble.
You
were a troublemaker.
I wasn't a troublemaker. I was a trouble
Decider.
acceptor. I'll say a trouble acceptor.
Trouble enforcer.
Trouble acceptor.
Trouble acceptor.
I was like, oh, we're gonna fight.
Delivery of trouble? I will sign.
Like, oh, we're gonna fight in the parking lot. Cool. Like, or can we be friends after? Like, that's how I always felt. Like, I don't know. I felt like that before, and
you like the adrenaline.
Yeah, I guess so. A little bit.
See, I was never like
yeah,
that.
I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a wuss in general. I bounced for a little bit, which was weird. Really weird for me to bounce, but
when the girls are bigger than me, I don't think I'm gonna be a bouncer.
Oh, dude. Okay, so I was getting ready to move to Vegas, and there was a guy training with us. His name was Mike too, and he was a cop, and he was like, "You need some money," and I was like, "I mean, I could use some extra money." He's like, "Why don't you go bounce?" And I was like, "Have you seen me? You think I'm gonna bounce?" He's like, "No, just go down, talk to Big Steve. He'll set you up." So Big Steve was big, and he set me up. He's like, "Well, you're kind of pretty. You can work the door." That's what I did for most of the time I was there with the door, and I like every once in a while I got to grab like somebody's wrist. And, well, it's like every other bouncer's like 4 Mike put together. Right. They're like a Megazord bouncer. Like it's terrible.
Is this ID fake? You're out of here.
Yeah, I'm like, Steve, can you get this guy? Okay.
So you turned into Steve Urkel.
But like the fights that you see, like the sound of a skull hitting a sidewalk.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And then so when there's fighters that kind of encourage that behavior, like the Henzo live tweeting the mugger thing, like that's never sat right with me. That always kind of, I don't know. That always kind of like it's like why did you just left, man? Like
that's him welcoming the chaos.
Point, you know, but maybe he's showing that they picked the wrong guy. You know, I mean,
they did pick the wrong guy. Clearly,
the wrong guy.
Henzo Gracie.
Out of all people to pick in New York,
it's New York City. It's New York City. Like they won the lottery.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was saying. They just hit the Powerball of ass kicking.
Like it would have been better if they picked the guy with a gun. That would have been better for them because the guy with the gun wouldn't have enjoyed it that much.
Right.
I mean, so it's just strange how like we celebrate that, but then we'll go teach a class and say, okay, well, you should diffuse the situation.
Right, but do you think that maybe Henzo changed those guys' attitude, or do you think it had no impact?
The people he raccooned, you mean?
Yeah, he raccooned them.
He raccooned them. I doubt those. I don't think those people change in general.
Right.
I don't think they're like, I don't think they're like.
But was his story worth it? Him telling the story
It was
is kind of
it was a crazy story. It was absolutely crazy.
Did you watch him tell it on
like
Metamours?
normally.
Isn't that what you're talking?
So normally I watch people live tweet like video game conferences, right? Right? Or like, I'm at a marketing convention, let's live tweet this panel. Like that's what I see live tweeted. So like it was an exciting thing to see live tweeted. It's the dichotomy of it is weird to me.
No, I think we're all kind of in agreement that it's not the right attitude, but sometimes it comes up.
Definitely in my younger age, I would have been a little bit more quick to jump aboard and fight and have fun.
Aboard.
You know, like but I never thought of it as like, oh, hey, I want to go to the bar and beat someone up. I was like, it was more for sport.
Boredom. You were bored. You were like, bored and you wanted something to do.
Yeah, it was just dumb getting into situations. A lot of times they were more. Even at that point, it was a lot of moral stuff. Like you see someone out hitting their girlfriend, or nobody's standing up for them, and then you end up, maybe one of your. I'll say one of my friends always said something. It was always one of my friends
because they knew you were there to do the enforcement.
No, that's just that, I'm always saying it was one of my friends, and one of my friends just maybe decided to do something stupid, and then we all got crazy.
So is that the right move, or is that the wrong move? What if you seen a guy hit a girl at the bar?
Oh, you grab him by his face and smack him.
You gotta get in there. I mean, you gotta get in there. I mean, there's not. Yeah, you gotta get in there.
Right.
You can't just be like, eh.
That's just
but do you diffuse it and just separate them?
You should still try to diffuse it.
Do you wreck that guy's
and
face?
You should be like, listen, chick, you need to get rid of this. Like,
so I'm single and like.
Well, first you look for cameras.
That is Nick's move.
First you look for cameras before you do anything.
That's how Nick picks up women.
Yeah.
Mike's a spy. He's looking for cameras.
Mike's a spy. He's looking for women.
You try to find the darkest corner to spring on.
And you ride the Batmobile home.
I don't know where this conversation.
We're bad.
It's totally veered off. This is a
Grinder.
It's a good thing it's not a show. Yeah, Grinder. Thanks for another callback. That's fantastic.
No problem.
That's fantastic.
That's what I'm here for.
If you find Nick's Grinder account, post it on the Artechoke Facebook page.
No,
that's the Easter egg of this episode. That's the Easter egg of this episode.
We should create a Grinder account for Nick.
No,
we should do that.
Shouldn't.
Anyway, I never got in fights because I was always just playing Halo. I mean, that was just pretty much all
I think that's
doing.
kind of the way I was raised. Like, I sat in my house and played. I've always been a loner, so...
Yeah, I was just playing a lot of video games.
Played video games and stayed out of trouble.
Halo,
see, that's what I was doing too, though.
We had some pretty...
I was an only child,
D&D
played video games, but then I got in fights. I don't know.
You're trying to back up the cool bus. And it's already left the station.
Yeah, Mike, we know you're way cooler than us.
I'm not cool.
You're out there.
I'm not cool at all.
You're out there wearing your
crime
with your grunge geese.
Grunge geese. I'm getting a flannel. I need a flannel one. I think.
Wow.
Do they make flannel geese? Scramble. Send me a flannel gi.
Show Your Roll did a flannel gi.
Oh, they did that one. But it was in the glasses bag.
But it was actual flannel. Like, flannel rash guard material would be cool, but it was actual flannel. Can you imagine having actual flannel?
Yeah, that'd be kind of terrible.
Yeah, it'd be disgusting.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, this is amazing, I need this. But I found out it was actual flannel. I was like, oh.
Is that for jiu-jitsu lumberjacks?
It's for jiu-jitsu hipsters.
But I think it was just the inside. Was it just
It was the inside, yeah. It was
right.
the inside.
But what if the outside just had the checkerboard
no,
pattern?
No. That'd be terrible.
And it had fake buttons coming down down the lapel.
Fake butters.
There's just a chainsaw on the back, like chainsaw cutting an arm off. That could be the inside of the
So that's been the Artechoke Not a show. We're not going any good places after this. So thank you for watching episode 2. Just a reminder, want us to give a shout out to Jiu-Jitsu Magazine. Give a shout out to Nick. Nick's looking for sponsors. If you sponsor Nick, you're also sponsoring this show, so you get dual promo. And we'll be helping Nick grow his platform. So if you help Nick grow, everybody grows together, and we'll help you do that. Because Nick is doing all the editing for this. At least he promised to. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but we'll see. We will hope that'll happen. And if not, we'll just give him a couple Grinder accounts. And
yeah, there you go.
You'll be on your way.
Repayment.
You'll even swipe yourself. Who knows?
Would that be weird?
Come across your own photo.
That's how Nick's going to discover we actually did it. He's going to find himself.
Yeah.
Where did the come up with I have a grinder? I don't even know what grinder is, but I'm putting two and two together.
Would you swipe yourself?
Left or right?
I think he swipes himself pretty frequently.
Left is the yes, right? Like
No, right.
left is yes, right is no.
I
No,
don't
that's
know.
wrong.
I've not
Left
been
is-
single for a
Yeah,
long time. I have no
me-
idea.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm out of it.
but I don't have grinder.
Nick was just starting to explain how grinder works. Do you hear that?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, it's left. That's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Carry on.
Go
I'm
ahead.
carrying on.
School us.
That's enough.
Thank you for
That's the end of
watching.
the show. We're
Thank you
cutting
for
it.
watching. We will see you next time.